Welcome to Raw Initiative Africa. My name is Isaac, and here at Raw Initiative we focus on discovering, rediscovering, and grooming indispensable African leaders. I'm here with yet another interesting topic on communication. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to subscribe. As a student leader there, this is especially for you. So, under communication, I'm going to talk about two main things, not two main things, two main things. I'll talk about speech, one, and then I'll also talk about listening habits. So, under speech, we are going to talk about two things. We'll break it into two things, that is, how to deliver a speech and how to write a speech. But of course, before you deliver a speech, we write a speech. So I'm going to give you tips on how to write a speech. And how do you write a speech? 5 tips. Number 1, identify the topic. That's what you're going to communicate. You can't communicate what you don't have. So identify the topic, identify the audience that you're going to talk to, come up with a hook, something that won't take away your people as you speak to them, something that will keep them to you as you start them, something that is catchy, Then make sure, fourthly, you come up with a conclusion. A conclusion is something that you want to leave at the back of these people's minds, something that carries the gist of your communication. Then, lastly, make sure you call them to action. Put a call to action. Why have you called for this speech? That's the reason. The call to action is all about telling people, hey, let's join up for this cause. This is the reason for my speech. So now that you've written a speech, how do you deliver a speech? So, ladies and gentlemen, there are very key things but are also basic things on how to deliver a speech. 1, make sure you consider your audience first, because your audience is very key. For example, when you have to understand that the way you speak to kids is different from the way you speak to adults. The way you speak to students is different from the way you speak to fellow student leaders. So consider your audience. Consider the tone. The tone is the voice with which you speak what you speak, with which you say what you say. So your tone matters a lot. You can't sound rude and then you say, I am happy. Thirdly, you have to make sure you consider your audibility. You have to put it in mind that you should be very audible, because you don't want, at the end of the day, people to leave when they are strained just because they are trying to listen to you. So consider being audible and use simple language, use grammar. You don't want people to appreciate your vocabulary, but you want them to understand you and understand you clearly. So let's move on to the last part of our video today, which is listening habits. Under listening habits, ladies and gentlemen, we have two. That is empathetic listening, which is listening with an intent to understand. You put yourself in someone's shoes. It's related to one of the 7 habits by Steve Covey of listening, seeking first to understand. So when you listen empathetically, it means you're seeking first to understand the other party, and that builds relationships. As a student leader, this is very key and it's a game changer. Lastly, there is autobiographic listening. This is the weirdest of all listening types, and I discourage anyone who does it. I know you don't choose to, but it just comes natural. But what is autobiographic listening? This is listening with intent to be understood. You don't want to understand, you just want to be understood, period. As long as you make a point, you just can't wait for that person to keep quiet so that you make a point. Now that's not good. Let's all embrace empathetic listening as opposed to autobiographic listening. Isaac again, here at your service at Raw Initiative Africa. Don't forget to subscribe, especially you, the student leader. Till next time.